Hello everyone, this is Xanasham from GhostlandsEU, and this will probably be uploaded right after the episode 4. The reason for this is that I have been putting up a lot of Dragon Age 2 lately, and I haven't really had that much time to play WoW because these take... Well, it's not really... Dragon Age 2 isn't actually affecting it, but the fact is that I've got a lot of stuff going on, and this does take like 7 times the time it takes to make one Dragon Age 2 episode. Probably 8 to 9 to be honest, because those are basically recording, narration, done, and that's it. But this takes quite a long time to actually record the footage, get enough time to play. Then I need to fix the audio, because apparently Fraps has problems with the actual capturing of audio from World of Warcraft, and I don't know why that is, but it's doing it. And it typically takes about 3 hours with the encoding to do one of these episodes. It's not continuous 3 hours, it's just that's how long it takes. I'm not actually spending 3 hours at this PC trying to make one of these videos. But overall it does take a lot longer to make one. What are we doing now? We are going to be going to Silverpine Forest. I was correct in the previous video. It is called Silverpine Forest. It did take quite a while though for me to actually figure out that, because something in my head was saying, no, it can't be Silverpine Forest, but it was, and we are going there. Just a note, guys, I am not going to be recording any of the audio. This is a reason due to the fact that it took so long to actually get anything to work, and I can't get audio to work in this game. I need to really go in and fix it, but it's impossible to actually go back without leveling another character now, so it's just going to have to be like... I have skipped the entire walk back here, and on our first walk steps into Silverpine Forest, what happens? We level to level 13, and, well, I don't think we leveled to level 13, I think our Spide leveled to level 13, and we found a silver mob, who we will kill again, because silver mobs are awesome. I think we are actually too high a level to actually do the first quest in Silverpine Forest. Apparently they've made questing so quick now, it's ridiculous how quickly you level, and to be honest, it's going to be quite annoying when we actually start doing dungeons. I am going to start doing dungeons now. Probably in the next video there will be a dungeon, if I can actually find one at a low level. But we might be skipping some zones. I'm sorry about this, but if we do skip a zone, we will be going back in another Let's Play to do it. But I want to finish the rest of the Silverpine Forest zone, because it is to Imber. What we've got here, we've got Garrosh Hellscream and Lady Sylvanas Windrunner. If I'd actually record the audio, there would be audio here. But basically, the gist of it is that Garrosh doesn't like what Sylvanas is doing. Sylvanas is basically doing some Scourge-like thing, finding human corpses, mass resurrecting them as Forsaken. And she's got the Scourge Resurrectors here, Valkyr, to do it for her. And even the Scourge Valkyr actually drawing the same parallel. They don't see her as anything but another Lich King, just a different face behind the mask. And we'll be seeing that while actually going for the questing as well. Basically, Sylvanas Windrunner has gone way too big for her boots, and she is becoming ridiculously close to the Lich King. She is mobilizing a Forsaken to take over vast swathes of land, and by doing this, she's killing the human forces around the area, and then resurrecting them as Forsaken. But apparently, the Worgen have found a way around this. Apparently, if you're Worgen, you cannot become Forsaken. So what they're doing is they're finding these Hillsbrad refugees, the people who've been fleeing Hillsbrad, and all the human forces in the area, and they're giving them a choice whether to become Worgen or whether to join the Forsaken, and most of them are actually deciding to join the Worgen, and therefore we're having a massive army to fight against the Forsaken. But even though even though the Alliance are fighting back by becoming Worgen, it still isn't really working. The Forsaken have all the technological superiority. They're a lot more evil, which means they can cut a lot of corners in regards to ethics and such. And so they're wiping the floor with the Worgen. This Worgen renegades are losing to the Forsaken forces at every hurdle. We do have a few quests here though. We need to collect 8 Doomweed, 6 Clean Biscuits, and we need to kill 10 Worgen renegades. Apparently, judgment from the Orgrimmar High Command has stated that the Forsaken are no longer allowed to use their life-destroying perfected blight plague that they used in the Northrend expansion, where they used in the Battle for the Wrathgate. and now they have to use a much more diluted form that doesn't completely destroy an area for ages afterwards. But apparently they don't particularly like this, and they are still using plagues, which is not something that's particularly good. But the apothecaries don't particularly like this. They really don't like being hindered by the Orgrimmar the Orgrimmar leadership. The quest we're doing now is we're going to be destroying Murlocs. What is the fascination with the undead and destroying Murlocs? I don't know. Maybe there's some repressed anger from their past lives as humans where they were feasted on by Murlocs, or they found great disdain for Murlocs and eating crops and whatnot. I don't even know if Murlocs eat crops. I think they just eat fish. So basically anybody who was in contact with Murlocs and got ganged up by them hates them now, and the undead, after becoming back to life, hate them even more. I don't even know. I think the entire point of that, basically what they're using them as is live test subjects, because none of the Alliance races really care about Murlocs. Oh, how dare you use your plague on human civilians? Okay, we'll just use them on Murlocs. Oh, that's fine. You can do that if you want. We won't really care. We won't even come to the aid of Murlocs. One day the Murlocs will gain intelligence and they will destroy the lands of Azeroth. One day. I think we got a quest here. We need to find Deathstalker Yorick, who is apparently stuck in his outhouse. The Worgen army leader, I think he's the army leader now, Crowley, or he's the leader of some shock troops, is going to be meeting with the leader of the Bloodfang Worgen, who were the feral Worgen who were present before the Cataclysm expansion in Silverpine, and apparently they're joining forces. Well, they're not Bloodfang, they're the Silverpine Worgen, and they're joining with the Alliance Worgen here to fight the undead in this area. They do actually manage to sniff out the undead in the area, but because we were with someone, they only thought that there was only one looking, so we dodged a bullet there. But unfortunately, Deathstalker Yorick died. Alas, poor Yorick. We knew her well. I don't know why Yorick was female, because Yorick was a male. I think Yorick was a male in the actual play. I have to confess, I haven't actually seen the play or know nothing about it, but I'm pretty sure Yorick is a male's name. And we need some quests now. But from now on, I won't actually be herbing and mining, because that does make quite terrible footage to watch. And I have enough gold so I can buy any sort of mount I want. This isn't my main server, so I don't really know why I care so much about gold in a server. It does give a... If you're actually leveling, I would actually recommend for you to actually have mining and mining and herbalism, because it gives you a ton of gold at low levels, and they do sell for a ton on the auction house, because most crafters who want to train different professions don't bother to actually go out and farm for mats. So you can make quite a lot of money there. I actually managed to sell three stacks of linen cloth, 2 stacks of copper bars, 3 stacks of silver leaf, 1 stack of earth fruit, and 1 stack of peace bloom, and I made about 110 gold. So it's awesome. It really is awesome. But what we've got here is we're going to the next quest location, where we are meeting the Orgrimmar. Basically, we're meeting 3 Orgrimmar battalions who are quite terrible at their jobs. They managed to lose to the Worgen despite having massively superior armaments and massively superior numbers, and they have managed to crash off the shores of Silverpine here, and the undead have basically had to come to help them. What we found is that we need to get some diseased organs for some reason. We need to kill 10 Bloodfang scavengers in revenge, and then we need to collect the crates of the sea dogs, because apparently they just ran away from the course because they got overwhelmed by Worgen. And these sea dogs are quite useless. They are terrible at fighting, and they're terrible at actually carrying stuff, and they are really cowardly. So cowardly, in fact, that they have to be drunk in order to actually fight anything. It actually becomes like a trope, or like a reference later in the questing, where you will find that they've been sent off to fight the Worgen, and the guy goes, "No, you can't send them to fight, they've had no booze, they'll run away, are you serious?" And yes, that's what happens. We did get an upgrade, I think, from that big spider thing there, and in the next video we're probably going to be leveling to level 15. We're actually leveling really quickly. I can't believe how fast you actually level. This actually might be quite like this might actually be a long Let's Play. I was thinking it was going to be like 50 parts, but it might be substantially less than that, depending on how fast you actually level for these zones. I wasn't really expecting the questing to be this fast. We don't even have any heirlooms, so if we had heirlooms, this would be ridiculously quick. Well, we have been killing a lot of silver mobs, and we have been farming a lot of mining and herbalism nodes, so maybe that does change things. Thanks for watching. I hope you like this video. I hope to see you in part 6 of the Undead Leveling Let's Play, and that's about it. If you want to like the video, please like. If you want to subscribe, please subscribe, and if you want to comment, please comment. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace out.